Oh my word, it is clearance galore at Lowe's today. Awesome. Wow, so they have each aisle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 aisles, so to speak, and 2 deep. So there are tons of stuff to look at, which is great because this video has been requested, and I find that it shall be helpful for you all too. This is going to be tips and tricks for clearance plant shopping. What to look for, what to avoid, and all that good jazz. Yeah, so my name is Amanda with Americana Gardens. That's my channel. It's mainly garden content. I do house plants and also some other like garden tours and stuff. But right now, let's go check out and see what they have here. Pretty much start my way right here and work my way over. This is, oh, I should start by saying this is the clearance price in case y'all don't know. They used to be better priced, and I'll go into that more later and why it was better priced. But anyway, this is what it is. Less than $2, $1, 2 to 4, $2 or 2 to 5, pretty much $2, 5 to 9, 10, 4, 10 to 15, 7. But I usually look for this, 15 and up, half off. Oh yeah, pretty much like for anything clearance, it's really going to be the ones that you want to keep, mainly right here. 15 and up will be half off, and then 10 to 14.99 would be 7 off. So those are mainly going to be the ones that you're going to end up keeping. So it looks like we got some strawberries here, and honestly, let's see, they're $14.98, so they will come down to $7, and you get a lot of bang for your buck with strawberries because it's the plan that keeps on giving. So I would give this one a thumbs up because you get a lot, like it spreads a lot. It's still like full price, almost $15. It's still pricey, but again, in the long term, you could get your money's worth. And over here we have some Monrovia, the blanket flower. Okay, so this is a perennial. Look at that cool flower. That is so pretty. And even when there's, this is like, it's spent, right? Look, it's so gnarly. I love it. And this would be $12.98, so it'll come down to $7. And unfortunately, for the price and everything, that's gonna be a thumbs down. It's gonna be a thumbs down because you could buy other types of perennials, and yeah, $7 is a lot. Monrovia is usually pretty expensive. Their shrubs are really good though too. They usually have perennials that are like, here are some annuals, and I think these need to be talked about. It is late July. Our first frost date would be mid to late October. This is the proven winners. Now don't get me wrong, these flowers are stunning, right? This is the pink lemonade mix. They wanted originally $37 just about, so it would be half off. So I want to say like, you know, 18, 19 bucks. It's not worth it, especially at this point in the season. I thought you didn't have to deadhead these, but I guess you do, or else they just stick. They'll keep blooming, but like, you know, they have the brown on them. Doesn't look really appealing. I mean, they're bushy and stuff, but 17 bucks for an annual, and we pretty much have like 2 months, a little over 2 months. That's a thumbs down. Thumbs down. Usually annuals I don't even bother with on clearance. Most of the time. There are the exceptions though. So, price, longevity, all down, all down. Now, here's a shrub, spirea. Look at those gorgeous blooms. Springtime blooms, $25.98. So it will come down to, you know, $13, what have you, 6x6 in height and stature. And you know what, honestly, that doesn't look, it's stressed, right? I mean, it's stressed, don't get me wrong, but you get this baby in the ground, it'll bounce back up. These plants are really, really resilient. Obviously perennial, it's a shrub, and beautiful blooms in the spring, so it'll come down to like, you know, 13 bucks roughly. Spirea is an underused plant, and I have no idea why. It's really, really hardy. So I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. This is what you wanna look for. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of rust on the leaves and everything, but honestly, next year, you could just clean that all up and it will be good to go. Oh, azaleas. How can I miss that? $32.98? Oh my gosh, that must be one heck of a special azalea. I mean, it's a pretty bloom, kind of different. With like the two tones and like the little freckles, I call them. But $32.98. Jeez, 16 cents. I don't think so. I mean, it's looking healthy. Sometimes I know that Lowe's, I used to work here actually, in the garden center, not for Lowe's, but I was a third-party member. They will mark down stuff after it's done blooming. So like this looks absolutely healthy. It's just not in bloom, and azaleas are usually evergreen in my area. So that, the price is like, but I think we could find better azaleas. So I'm just gonna give that one a no. Very expensive. Sun-kissed coreopsis. Here we go. So this would actually come down to $4, $8.98. $4 for a sun-kissed coreopsis. Look at those blooms, guys. Heat-loving plant. Heat-loving plant. And honestly, this will even flush again. The foliage down here is looking good. Just deadhead the stems here, and like, ooh, they'll come back. I do see a little powdery mildew on here, the white spotting, but for $4, thumbs up. $4, take that one. Along with this, oh, this salvia. Yes. Again, it's just like, these plants are okay. You just need to trim them back, or what they're called now, like a Chelsea chop. You kind of just take like a quarter off, and then new blooms will flush out. And this salvia with the coreopsis, this will come down to $4 as well. That's a thumbs up. That's a good pairing. Oh, and another heat-loving plant, blue steel Russian sage, $4. What? Oh my word. Okay, it's a little stressed and it's turning yellow, but honestly, this just, it needs to get in the ground. And Russian sage, look at these. Okay, here we go. Look at these little blooms. Look at that. Hold on. There we go. You can see I love it, and the smell of it. This is like my favorite scent. It's better than lavender. I mean, lavender has its own scent, right? But Russian sage is something special. And again, let's see here. They're looking okay. They're looking okay. This isn't bad. I'm hoping to find like some really bad ones to compare it to, like which one you should buy and which one you shouldn't. I'm sure I will come across them. Western Star Leo, Shasta Daisy. Okay, Shasta Daisies, $4 again. Just trim off these right here, and you see this right here, these are the new buds. It's gonna flower again. Neat little foliage. Has a lot of black on it. Just trim that off. You probably overwatered it. These could be a little bit more drought tolerant. Actually, all of these plants here, right here, are more drought tolerant, especially the Russian sage. So, but for $4, that's a thumbs up. Get it, get it, get it. Wow. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a bad one, but honestly, they're not too bad for a clearance. Like, they just need some grooming, like take off the leaves and stuff. But I mean, they're good. They're good. Usually when they go on clearance, they just usually like put them out and kind of forget about them. So, oh, a delphinium. Yeah, are there any seeds left in it? It looks like no, there's no seeds, but I love that color. But delphiniums, they really like dry feet. So, anyhow, we got pink cushion back here too. Cute. They're just some random ones. They're more like spring bloomers. Yeah, zinnias I would never waste my money on. I don't care if it's full priced or clearance. Get seeds. Get seeds. $7 for this. No. Just buy seeds, people. They're so easy to grow. Put them in the ground. Sprinkle it on top of the ground, actually, and then just forget about them. Alright, here is another Shasta daisy. Okay, I think we could kind of use this one. When the whole thing, when it's like 90% brown, hold on, I gotta get this to lighten up, hold on, there we go. Yeah, you see that? It's like 90% brown. I wouldn't take a chance on it. No. I think this would come down to $2 for the clearance price. So this is a no. But the one right next to it, okay, that's a lot better looking. It's even supporting blooms. There's lots of snails on here, on these plants. They really watered them a lot. That's how you could tell when the snails come to the plants. They like the wetness. So, but anyway, yeah, very minimal brown. But that's the plant you would want to get if you would get a Shasta daisy. Shasta daisies, I noticed in my area, don't last very long. Like this one, don't even waste your time on. This one next to it, just cut off the dead blooms. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's good. There's so many of them up here. Yeah. Some of them don't look too hot, some of them look okay. They probably should go through this and like get rid of the dead ones. The ones that you can't revive. Alright, and some lilies. And again, these are looking good. They are just out of bloom. $12.98, so this would be a $7 price range. The Asiatic lilies. Yeah. $7. I don't know. I think you could just buy ones in the bulbs and plant them and they would be cheaper. So for the price, nah. Here's some more shrubs, roses. I know they have like a whole cart of roses elsewhere on here, so these aren't looking too bad. Very green. Don't look too diseased, if that makes sense. Veronica. Actually, I prefer a Veronica over a salvia any day. Reason being, they bloom longer and they don't split. Salvias are the way to go. One of my favorite flowers, and this is looking okay. I mean, just, you know, clean up some of the brown, that's just stress. Cut off the dead blooms, plant it, and it will be love and life. And look, this is a salvia right next to it. Look at the difference in the, like, I like that green color. This turns more like yellow green. It kind of makes it look sickly, even though it's not. Yeah, I just favor Veronicas more than anything. What do we got over here? Oh, this is another salvia, the pink dawn, different type. Isn't that interesting? The violet profusion looks really sick. Next to these, they look sick. Then the pink dawn ones have more of that green foliage, healthy looking foliage. Yeah, okay, and tons of roses. All right. It's kind of really jam-packed in there for roses, but I'll go over them. Some more Asiatic lilies. I mean, yeah, they're looking good. They're just out of bloom, but $7 for a pot. No. Rhododendrons, yes. Again, these are just out of bloom, and you want to look for a plant that has a lot of green still in it. Even if it does have a little bit of yellow, it's just stress from being in the pot and being in an environment, you know, the hot blazing sun out on display. Evergreen, oh, $50. Geez, so it'll come down to $25. I mean, honestly, for the price, but it's still a healthy plant. Lowe, I cannot pronounce the name of this. Lowe. Anyway, cute little bloom. It's a very grassy texture. There's nothing wrong with this. They just probably needed space on their table, and it's probably just been sitting there for a while and they want to move stuff. But that's a good plant if you're looking for something for the shade garden. I try to avoid grassy textures because I have enough grass in my yard, and it kind of like, I don't want my garden to bed look like it's full of grass. Alright, this is one where I wouldn't even bother taking a chance on. The leaves are just droopy. They're all brown mostly, like 90% of it's brown, so I would avoid this one. Yeah, nope. But let's see. Oh yeah, we saw better ones on the other side. That's right, we saw better ones on the other side. These aren't too bad, but this one, no. Alright, let's check out some other plants that we haven't gone through yet. Geraniums. Okay, you just have to keep deadheading these and they'll keep blooming. Pretty little drought tolerant flower. $40 by Monrovia, but honestly, this time of the year, it will come down to 20, but still, it's just like, I wouldn't even bother with them. Some more Asiatic lilies. All their lilies are looking good. They're just out of bloom. Like all this like brown stuff hanging from it, they're just the blooms that have perished. Okay, they need to make these a little wider. I mean, I'm not a big person, I don't think, but they really need to make these a little wider. Color combination. This is like a perennial type of pot, which usually most people use annuals in their pots. But anyhow, salvias, I don't know, what is this? It would come down to, you know, $18. So, no, I would honestly just buy the ones that we looked at over in the first cart instead of buying a combo pack like that. So that's another thing to keep an eye out on, is like, is it cheaper to get it in the combo packs or individually? Like here, we just looked at like these right over here. Look, they have the Coreopsis, $8.98, so it'll come down to $4. This would come down to $4, the salvia, and the Shasta daisy down there. So 4, 8, 6. Yeah, 4, 8, 16 if you wanted all 4 of these. You don't have to put the Russian sage. So $12 for 3 plants, right? And then $12 versus, you know, $16. Oh, but they have this. So 16 and 16. Well, this would be like 18 more or less. It's still, you could get these on clearance. So actually, I stand corrected. This would actually be cheaper to buy it in the pot, because the only, like, this flower right here is only sold by Monrovia, and I think it comes down to like, what, 8 we said earlier? So it would actually be cheaper to buy all these 3 plants in a pot. Never thought I'd say that.